I have a bit of requests to the ministry and the Sports Kenya. We have so many unsung heroes, and I'll request that we can have, let's say, there are so many spaces in this stadium. If we can have a room or something just to acknowledge the unsung heroes. There have been so many people in the past. People are coming into this generation never understand. Someone will be born 100 years later, but he'll never, maybe he'll never read who OMANYALA was. So if we can have like a Hall of Fame kind of hall, so that we just put the sports heroes of this country, those retired, we put them in that kind of Hall of Fame thing. Like where we were the other day in Livin, there was hands being encrafted into some metallic like thing, and then they remove your hand, and then they make it look so nice, and then they put it on a glass wall, and they place it there with your name. So anytime you walk in there, you remember this was someone who really made the country proud. So I know that's something that will be done, and let's celebrate our heroes. Like Bwana Pieza said, tusikuje tu kunywa breakfast. And then later on, after 10 years, unasikia huyu jamaa hata hizi jifeed. Huyu jamaa hizi buy hata mkate kwake. That's so sad. So if we can really appreciate these talents. Another thing is, I've become a professional sprinter. And every time we travel to Europe to go and train in the training camps. And I understand that sometimes it's a must because, as a sprinter you have to go out there and get the experience. But personally, I believe that Mombasa and Kisumu can be very good training grounds for sprinters. If the government can purpose to put tartan tracks in Mombasa and one in Kisumu, I'd love to go and train there for the Olympics next year. So I don't know if that's possible, but if they can put a tartan track in Mombasa or Kisumu so that we can go and train there in our off-season and make sure that we get the experience to train in a different altitude in Mombasa, preferably, so that we're ready and better, so that we don't have to get to Europe in January, so that we can get into shape. We can get into shape as early as November because now we're accessing the field. We're training in a different atmosphere, the same as the guys are training in the US and in Europe. So, Bwana PS, please, if that's possible, then it will be so good. One other thing is, we spoke about the warm-up track. It has really failed, and I really love the Kasarani main stadium. I've broken so many records in there, and now people are sorting to look and train in the main stadium instead of the warm-up track because it's sold out. Because if you walk down through there and you look at it from afar, it's more like tarmac. Unaona ina kalami because tumetrain hapo sana, so it's worn out completely. So anytime you train there, you end up ukipata, most of the time we've been having these issues. Ukipata a new athlete coming in anaanza kupata injuries of the shin splits because it's so hard. Personally, me na feel, you can imagine how strong I am, but I'm still feeling the impact. So ule jamaa anapkam, you can imagine. But thank you for emphasizing on that. If we can have that warm-up track changed, then we'll be good to go. I'm done with the request.